guys, this is Miss Greg here. I just want to give you an update on things. First of all, I want to say I'm very, very disappointed that we do not get to continue our school year together. Um, I find that I really like working with you guys, and I really miss you, and I miss being in the classroom with you. Um, that being said, our school year is still going on. We still do have school. So we do need to have some structure and communication in the upcoming months so we can get all of our schoolwork completed and make sure that we're all on track to get to the next grade with our schooling. So I wanted to make a video just to kind of go over some things. You'll also see this plan for closure on Google Classroom too as well. First of all, what you should do is if you do not have a device to do your work on, please let me or Mr. Dieters or someone else know. That way, if there are devices available for you, we can get you a device. Right now, the school is looking at about how many computers we can open up and send to kids. So please be aware of that, and please answer any phone calls from the school because we're just trying to make sure that you have the resources that you need. If you are one of our online students, you're going to be getting all of your work through Google Classroom. If you don't have internet and don't have a device, and we can't provide you with a device, we are going to be sending out packets about every 3 weeks. Those packets are meant to last 3 weeks, and you'll kind of have a schedule about what you should be doing each day, and about how long things should take you. For my class, at least, everything will take you about 20 to 45 minutes, depending on the length of the assignment. For our packet kids, I will make an assignment called Packet 1, and you're just going to upload all your pictures of your assignments in Packet 1 to that assignment on Google Classroom. You can also email me a picture of your work too as well if you're one of those kids who are receiving a packet in the mail. If none of that works for you, let's say you don't have a device to take a picture of, so like you can't take a picture of your work on your phone, well, email me and we'll figure something out as soon as you know if you're a packet or an online kid. All right, so now that we got that stuff out of the way, let's take a look at all of this information we're going to need to know. First of all, directions and assignments for the day will be posted by 8 a.m. So please make sure you check your Google Classroom after each day at 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. Also, make sure that you check the due dates and directions for all assignments. I did decide to change our vocabulary assignment, for example, so you will need to look at that assignment and make sure you're following the directions for that assignment. Our vocabulary assignments on that same note are going to be posted every Monday morning before 8 a.m., and they're going to be due that same day at midnight. So you used to have from Monday to Friday to get it done. Now we're just going to work on them on Mondays. And you'll have opportunities to review those words throughout the week through various games and activities that we're going to be doing online as well. If you are a packet kid, if you have a phone or some kind of device to work those games on, you're more than welcome to play with us. Again, if you want to use any of those resources as a packet kid that I post on Google Classroom, for example, I'll be posting videos periodically, and if you want to watch those videos on your phone, I would highly encourage it. You do need to show up to Google Classroom every day. There is an attendance activity for you every day. You'll need to follow the directions for that activity. Most of the time, it's just going to be a form I put online, and you'll respond to something. So please be sure to do that. This is something that's being required by the school to take attendance, and we are going to be reporting that back to the school. So you do need to make sure you do your attendance activity every day before midnight. If you do not do your attendance activity before midnight, then I have to mark you absent for the day. So please make sure that you get that activity done every single day so I can mark you present. There are extra credit opportunities available. Be sure to check Google Classroom for these extra credit opportunities. So there'll be different things like quizzes and games and different stuff that you can do to kind of go above and beyond. So for example, if you're not getting some content, if something's hard for you to understand and you see that I post something on Google Classroom, you can always go there for extra help. Or if you find that you're bored and you want to partake in a vocabulary quizzes, you're more than welcome to do that too as well. I would highly encourage it, especially since we are in a time in which we don't get to meet face to face as much as we would like. And then make sure you're checking your PowerSchool for quarter 3. The marking period is ending on April 17th. So you want to make sure that all your missing work is turned in by the 17th. If this is not a possibility for you, maybe you don't have the technology to do it, or maybe you don't have access to internet, or if there's some other issue, please either shoot me an email or a text or communicate with me your problem, and we can figure something out and we can work with that a little bit. So please make sure if you are having issues with that date that you talk to me so we can make sure that you're being successful in quarter 3. All right, so let's get on to a couple more things we need to know. First of all, enable notifications on Google Classroom and your email. You're going to be wanting to check those periodically. Those are going to be the 2 main ways I communicate with you, Google Classroom and email. The reason is because sometimes I might want to send out something on Google Classroom as an announcement, or maybe you want those reminders so you know when I post things to Google Classroom and what you need to do for the day, and you have that reminder to get on there. Maybe there isn't something that would be quite appropriate to share in Google Classroom. Maybe I'm worrying about you, or maybe worrying about your grade, or maybe I want to kind of just clarify something with you. I might send you that in an email. So please make sure that you enable notifications for your email too as well. You're going to want to periodically check your email. I would check it at least once a day to see if any of your teachers or Mr. Dieters or someone has communicated with you. You need to communicate with me if you will not have internet access during this time period. There are ways, and I'll talk about that here in a second, that you could communicate with me if you don't have access to the internet at all. And then finally, turn in any assignments that may be missing. I can't emphasize this enough. You guys do need to turn in those missing assignments. Some of us have various assignments from a while ago in 3rd quarter. With the 3rd quarter coming up to a halt next Friday, we really need to make sure that those assignments are getting turned in so we can be as successful as possible. All right, the last thing on this letter is how you can contact me during this time period. So you can email me at my email address, kgreg@countrysideacademy.org. Please make sure you're using the one without the S. Mr. Fernie spelt my name wrong in one of the emails, so they're both there, but you need to use the one without the S. You can leave in a comment in an appropriate place on Google Classroom. So, for example, if you have a question about a specific assignment, then you need to leave a comment on that specific assignment. If you have a question about a certain announcement I put up on Google Classroom, you need to leave a comment on that announcement. That way I know what you're talking about and what assignment or announcement or whatever we're working with. And then finally, you can call or text 574-387-2213. You'll reach me at my cell phone there. I am pretty responsive to texts and calls. I'll tell you right now that if I don't pick up right away, just shoot me a text and I'll call you right back. During this time period, I'm going to have various people calling me, asking questions and stuff. So that would be your best bet to get me to call you back sooner and to remind me to call you back. All right, so no matter which one of those ways you decide, I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. My most responsive times are probably going to be between 8 and 4. That's the time when I'm planning on just being at my computer, having my phone right next to me, and working on making sure that you guys are being as successful as possible in school. It might take me a little bit longer if you email me or call me or text me or comment after 4 o'clock. but I still plan to get back to you within the same hour. So if you have any questions, you can always leave a comment on our Google Classroom, or you can email me, or even text or call. It's up to you. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy and safe, and that we'll have a really great time going into this new era of distance learning together.